Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to learn about the microprocessor. So, the objective of today's session is to learn about what is microprocessor and the basic introduction of 80386 microprocessor. So, to start with, we will start with what is microprocessor. Microprocessor, sometimes called a logic chip, is a computer processor on a microchip. So, it is the chip which is integrated on your motherboard and is the called as the heart of the computer. Microprocessor is sometimes also called as the brain of the computer, or sometimes it is called as the heart of the computer, because it is one of the most vital, we can call it as the most vital part of your computer, because it is the one who makes decision for your computer. All kind of decision will be taken by your microprocessor. So the microprocessor contains all or most of the central processing unit. The CPU is sometimes also called as the microprocessor, and the microprocessor is called as the CPU, because it is the main central processing unit of your computer. The microprocessor is designed to perform arithmetic and logic operation that make use of small number of holding areas, which are called register. So it has a small amount of storage to store the arithmetic operation or the logical operations result temporarily. So these kind of registers are generally called as the general purpose register. So microprocessor along with your arithmetic logical unit will have a small area which will hold the data for a temporary use. Now, typically microprocessor operation include adding, subtracting, comparing two numbers, fetching numbers from one area to another. So basically microprocessor or the arithmetic logical unit of your microprocessor performs the normal operations like, or we can say the binary simple arithmetic operation like addition, subtraction, comparison of two numbers, fetching the number from the memory, or storing the numbers back into the memory. These operations are the result of set of instructions that are part of the microprocessor design. So there is a specific language which is written for your processor, which is generally called as the assembly programming language. And these language will consist of various instructions. So that is the language which your processor can understand. So based on the instruction, whatever instruction in the assembly you provide to your microprocessor will understand what operation to perform. So that depends on the instruction set of the microprocessor. So if the instruction set is very vast, or the number of instructions is more in a processor, or it can understand the more processor, it will be called as the more smart processor or more advanced processor than the previous one. Now, the three basic characteristics which differentiate among all kind of microprocessor. First is the instruction set. The second one is called as the bandwidth. The third one is the clock speed. Now, these three features are very important. As I told you in the previous slide, the instruction set of the microprocessor identifies how many instruction a processor can execute. Now, what is the bandwidth? The number of bits processed in a single instruction. If the size of the bits is more, then the processing power of your processor will be more. Now, clock speed given in megahertz or in gigahertz, the clock speed determine how many instruction per second the processor can execute. So if your processor can execute more number of instruction per second, it will be more fast than the other processors. So higher the bandwidth and higher the clock speed, the processor will have the high capability as compared to the other. In both cases, the higher value, the more powerful is your CPU. Now there is an example. If a 32-bit microprocessor that runs at 50 megahertz is more powerful than a 16-bit microprocessor that runs on 25 megahertz. So because the number of bits can be processed by the 32-bit microprocessor is more, and the clock speed of this particular microprocessor is 15 megahertz, which is far more than the another microprocessor, which is the 16-bit microprocessor, and this counterpart have only 25 megahertz of clock speed. So this will be the comparison, how we compare the efficiency of a microprocessor based on its instruction set, based on its bandwidth, and based on its clock speed. Now, the next thing which we are going to move today is to 80386 microprocessor, as it is in the syllabus of AC computer engineering. Now, the 80386 is advanced 32-bit microprocessor optimized for multitasking operating system and designed for application needing very high performance. So it is a processor which cater the vast instructions, and it caters the application which need high performance. As it is a 32-bit microprocessor, it has the 32-bit register sets, and also the data bus and address bus are 32-bit. The processor can address up to 4 gigabyte of physical memory. So it can address 4 GB of the memory, and you can see here it can address 64 terabyte of virtual memory. Since 2's power 32 is equal to 4 gigabyte or 4 GB, so your processor can address, since it is a 32-bit microprocessor, it can address 4 GB of physical memory. And if we talk about the virtual memory, so it can address up to 64 terabyte of virtual memory. The on-chip memory management facility include address translation register, advanced multitasking hardware, a protection mechanism, and caged virtual memory. It support virtual memory, it support multitasking, it support on-chip address translation, and also support the multitasking hardware. And it also have special debugging registers which provide code and data breakpoint even in ROM based software. So these are some specific features which are added to 80386 microprocessor. In the upcoming sessions or upcoming video lecture, we are going to see in detail what is 80386 microprocessor all about. Thanks to all of you.